Hey, have you ever thought about creating a tutorial of your craft to sell online? Now, many of us crafters, artists, and makers, we think about teaching our craft to others, right? So we can sell and make extra money in our handmade business. Now, there's 4 myths that I'm going to share with you right now that might stop you from achieving your biggest business goals. So let's get to those myths right now. I'm Amika. I help crafters, artists, and makers start and grow their profitable handmade businesses. All right, so myth number 1, build it and they will come. Now you might think that if you put all this work and your love and your energy into creating videos of your craft and you edit it and you put a cool workbook with it, that if you just put it up on the internet somewhere that your customers are going to find it and they're going to buy it. That is not the case. You need to target a specific person with your tutorial. You have to have that one special person in mind who is the perfect person that wants to learn the craft that you're teaching. And not only wants to learn from an expert, wants to learn the steps that'll make it easier for them, that will keep them from making mistakes, but they also want to know how it's going to make them feel. How are they going to feel as they're making this craft that you're teaching them? And maybe they're making it for themselves, or maybe they're making it for somebody else. So it's really important to be really clear about how that person is going to feel, the person that receives the finished craft, whether it's the person making it or someone that they're giving it to, and just painting a beautiful picture for your perfect customer on what they'll achieve, but also how they're going to feel. It's super important that you get it really niched down, that you get your language and how you present your tutorial to your customers really, really clear. That message has to be so clear that you're talking to the one perfect person in the whole wide world that's going to think that this is the best thing that they've ever bought. Because remember, when you speak to everybody, you're actually speaking to nobody. When you have such a general message and a general thing that you're teaching, nobody's going to resonate with it. Nobody's going to think, like, I need this. You're talking straight to my pain points. You're solving something that I'm having trouble with. So remember, if you build it, they will not come. You need to get really specific about who you're talking to and then get out there online and talk to those specific people. Okay, myth number 2 is selling online is expensive. So you may have wondered, well, if I create a video tutorial and I want to sell it online, don't I have to pay to process credit cards or have it hosted, so put my videos on a platform somewhere to where my customers can access it, right? It doesn't have to be. So you can just set up a PayPal button in your PayPal account, get that link, and you just send it, via Facebook Messenger or DM and Instagram to people that say, hey, I would love to buy your tutorial. It's that easy. And yes, PayPal does take a fee out of that, but you can build that into your pricing if that's something you're concerned about. But really, it's such a small percentage that it's not something that you should really worry about. And the reason why is because when you make a video craft tutorial, you make it one time and you sell it again and again. So there's hardly any overhead, okay? So what I mean by that is, think about if you're going to travel somewhere to teach your craft or your art to a group of people. And say 10 people sign up and you charge them $100, so you make $1,000 that day. But have you factored in the cost of your hotel room, your meals, your gas, okay? On top of the time, on top of the materials that you provide. Okay, that's overhead. That's getting expensive. And compared to creating a video course online and selling it over and over again, or even just doing it live once and selling it on a webinar live to people, the overhead for that is tremendously less than actually traveling somewhere to teach your craft. Now, the other thing is hosting platforms for your videos. You don't have to pay anything. You can simply upload it to YouTube and set it as only the people with the link can view the videos and just send them the links to the videos. That's totally free. Or Vimeo is one of my preferred over YouTube. Vimeo has a free version. They also have a paid version, but you can set up password protected videos, and you can set up only people who have this link can view your videos. So it doesn't have to cost anything. However, if you want to really streamline the process and the experience for your customers, I really love the platform Teachable. Now, there's other platforms like Kajabi or Thinkific that do the same similar things to Teachable. But the basic idea is you can create a sales page for your video craft tutorial, and your customer goes there. They read it and they say, yes, this is for me. And they click a button, they put in their payment right there. And then they are directed to their course, to the video course that you made for them, right all in the same platform. Now, these platforms like Teachable, they have a monthly fee, plus they charge a credit card processing fee. But if you're going to do this and you're going to make a business out of it, that's definitely what I recommend, is going that route with your video craft tutorial sales. But when you're just starting out, you got to bootstrap it, or maybe you're just feeling it out, go the PayPal route and the Vimeo and YouTube route to post and share your videos. Okay. Myth number 3, the tech. Okay. Take a deep breath. The tech is just too complicated. Myth. Okay, you have got this. I know this is a big one for most crafters, artists, and makers out there. You just don't have the time to figure out the tech. You don't have the patience to figure out the tech. I totally get it. But it doesn't have to be complicated. Okay, let me tell you what I did when I first started. I have created dozens of video craft tutorials. Okay, and this is what I did when I first started out. I would video on my phone, and then I would take that video and I'd put it onto my computer and I'd edit it on my computer, and then I'd have to take it off my computer and put it on the internet, and it used up all of my hard drive space, and it was a nightmare. Okay, so I've simplified this process for you. I've simplified it. And at this point, I'm going to ask you to join my free 4-day training on how to create your first profitable video craft tutorial. Okay, I will drop a link, click on the link, get registered. It's totally free. I will go over this during our training because tech is a big one. I'm going to go right to myth number 4, probably my favorite myth. Starting a profitable craft business and creating a video tutorial takes a lot of time. It does not have to take a lot of time. Someone has walked in those footsteps that you are about to walk in. Does that make sense? That person is me. Okay, if you find the right person to guide you through the process of making your first video craft tutorial, use my hundreds of hours of experience to condense it to the best practices so that you can get from here to there quickly as possible and painlessly as possible. Okay, I've made all the mistakes. I have done it all. Okay, and I'm going to share it all with you. So this is why I created this free training, is because I want to see you succeed in your handmade business. I want to see you diversify your sources of income in your handmade business. And I think that video craft tutorials is one of the easiest, fastest, best ways to increase the revenue in your handmade business. Okay, so join the 4-day free training to create your first profitable craft tutorial. Okay, I'm going to drop a link. It's shepherdlikeagirl.com/join VTT, and I will see you when we start on February 15th. All right, see you then.